going to do a little review type video on my new Black & Decker drill I just got today. It's Black & Decker, it's called Black Plus Decker because it's a little different than some others. It's got what's called Auto Sense, and we're going to give it a try, see what that's all about. So here's the way it comes in the box, and I must admit that I did take it out of the box and make sure the battery was charged. So and I put it back because this shows just how it's arrived. So an instruction manual. Oh, do we need that? Oh, I guess not. We'll throw that away. And there's the drill. And I was quite surprised with how compact it is. Oh my gosh, it's a nice compact little drill. Be nice for getting in tight spots. And there is the lithium ion battery that comes with it. It is a 1.5. I believe it says right there somewhere. It is a 1.5. And it will snap into there like that. And it's got this little deal on the top for driving screws and for straight full power without driving screws, full speed. It's also variable speed. Okay, and also comes with a charger. The charger doesn't look too exciting really, but I guess as long as it does the job. I also, we'll put this box out of the way now. I also bought a 2 amp hour lithium battery as a backup, because I wasn't sure how good the 1.5 one would be, so this would be a nice backup. So there's the spare battery and the charger and the drill. Nice compact little guy. It's got a light on here too, but when you pull the trigger, there's a, can we see the light there? Right there. And it shines upward. Shines upward to where you're drilling, which is kind of nice. And the next thing was to compare it with the size of what I've been using. This is my other Black & Decker, and there it is. There's the difference in this. Where am I? Get focused in here. There's the size of the two. Quite a big difference. This one, I've got 2 of these and 3 batteries, 3 of these great hunkin' big batteries, and the batteries are all done. The drills are perfect. Nothing wrong with the drills, but the batteries are done, and it wasn't feasible to buy new batteries for them. So I went for this little compact with supposedly some super duper technology. So let's give it a try. I've got, let's see, I thought I had some screws here. Yeah, okay. I got a 3.5 and a 2.5 and a 1.5 decking screws. They're thicker than drywall screws, so they do take more power to push through. Let's put a bit in it, and oh, now there is a nice feature. Most of my drills, like this one, for instance, you had 2 places. You had to hold this one and turn this one. With this new one, it's got a stop there, so you got one big one just to grab hold of and turn tight. That is a nice feature. I know I'm gonna like that. Just loosen it off and tighten it up like that. Okay, we're on the screw driving mode, and I'll get brave and I'll try a 3.5 decking screw into this big block of fur. Fur is fairly hard, so let's see if I'm in line with what I'm doing here. I think so. Now let's see what happens here. Okay, I'm not too enthused with it driving 3.5 decking screws. I'll say that right now. It's supposed to stop when it gets flush, and then you just trigger it a little more and it'll bury it if you want to. So let's go to 2.5. I know my other drill would do a better job on that 3.5 one. So let's go to 2.5. Oh. Okay. Okay, that actually did almost bury it. And then if you want to really bury it, I don't know if you guys have the same problem as I do, but with these Robertson screws as of late, I don't know if it's they're bits. I don't know if it's the bits or if it's the screw productions, but I always seem to have a lot of this slipping like you saw there, and with any kind of drill, so I can't blame this drill for that. Let's go down to 1.5. Yeah, okay, that's what it's supposed to do. You notice when it got to, it's just slightly above, when it got, am I focused? There. When it got there, it stops all by itself, so you don't bury the screw. If you want to bury it just a little bit, you just do that, and that'll just put it below. Okay, I like that feature. That fur, that's pretty doggone hard going against that grain. Maybe I should try something a little softer. Get a couple of extra screws here. I don't know what this is. It feels like a very, very solid wood. I'm not sure what it is. Let me see what it does in there. Maybe that fur was giving me a hard time. Problem is, this isn't long enough. This isn't deep enough. So, I'll go on an angle. That'll work, won't it? As long as I don't screw it into the bench. Okay, I got right near to the end. Oh yeah, I did. I went into the bench. Okay. Alright, let's try just 1.5. Straight in. Oh, I always have trouble with these things tripping, no matter what drill I use. And I don't like it, but that's the way it is these days. There. Okay, that one stopped and it was just below. So, I don't really not know what to say as a review for this. As far as drilling go, let's try something that would take quite a bit of power. Let's go to a Forstner bit. I think that's well, it's over a 1/2 inch. Forstner bits generally take quite a bit of power. Let's. I love this chuck system. This is nice. It's a 3/8 drill, so this should fit in. I notice they don't fit in very far either, like most drills do. They just go in a little bit. But you just put it in there and tighten it. That's it. Let's see what happens here. Are we in the camera? Is it in the camera here without me blocking it? Well, when you're going in reverse, they don't cut near as good. So, I'll put it forward. Okay, it has its limits for power, but the thing is, you're not supposed to be using that function for that. You're supposed to be using that one for drilling. And it's variable speed in both functions. So there's the slow. So let's try it with the setting it's supposed to be on. Oh, it's got lots of power, but I have a feeling that bit is dull, because that should be cutting better. So we'll just put that one out and try the other one. This is a bigger one, quite a bit bigger, so hard to say what it'll do. Where am I here? Yeah. I'm backwards again. Oh yes. Now that's got power. Yeah, that's got some serious power for drilling with something with a bigger force and a bit like that. I kind of like that. It kind of stopped because it plugged up, but I bet you if I can go back in. Oh yeah, it's doing good. That is nice. Okay, I don't know. It's a nice drill. It's nice and compact. Has its pros and cons. It's got a little dewey here that tells you how much battery life you got left, and it just went out. Oh, okay. I guess that goes out until you energize it, and then that'll show you battery life. This slips on quite easily, just like that. I think. Yeah, it snaps in. It's got a place for one bit there. The light. Oops. The light is a nice feature. Right there. Is it showing? Yeah. Yeah, the light's a nice feature. I don't know, it's I'm not overly joyed with it or anything, but I think it's going to be a nice handy little drill. It seems to have loads of power. It's called what, a 20 volt, yeah. Yeah, it's a 20 volt lithium with auto sense. The auto sense is nice, I think, for smaller screws, but when you're going to get into 3.5 inch decking screws, I think my other old drills that with the worn out batteries, I actually think they're better. So anyways, it's mine now. I'm gonna have fun with it. It's nice and compact. So anybody contemplating getting one of these, well, that's what I found so far.